Hey Seth, how's it going? Thank you for sending in this video on a really, really high level of squash play here. So a lot of this is actually going to be complimenting you and showing you some really good things. There are a couple of key little things that I want to talk about. First big thing is just sometimes I think you're too passive. You're watching, but I don't think that's proactive. Your feet are possibly a little bit wide and it's like you're waiting for the game to come to you. And even there, if I'm being a bit fussy, you might want to push across a little bit more, cut off the angle for your opponent to hit. Generally, it's some really good stuff. You move well, your technique's solid, just a bit passive there. And you can see there's no split step. You see that right foot is just kind of glued to the ground and then you push off it there. That right foot needs to come up and then kick down, up and then kick down. That's how you're going to get that really good split step and look to be more proactive. Like I said, there's not going to be a huge amount of negatives in here. You play well, like your grip is good. Again, if you could maybe get in a slightly better position, facing that slightly backwards is okay, but you have to play a little bit of a bit of a defensive shot. And actually a cross court from there, it's a bit risky, isn't it? Shot selection wise, that's a bit tough. Let's go forward and have a look at a few little key things. Again, I like all the good examples you're doing. Very cool little trickle boast. So here's the key bit. This is basically the red flags. I call this red flags. So you're under a little bit of pressure. You played the boast. He's done a really decent push drop. You're running in there a bit late. Look how open you are. Everything's super open. Everything, you're not in that optimal position to play a drive. Your racket's up. I know your racket's up because you're trying to play a drive. But for me there, you want to see a red flag and just go, right, reset. Let's just lift up a lob, drop that racket low, or even if you need to, just roll in a little push drop there. Something that's not going to get you in trouble, because look what happens. You hit it and ball bounces relatively loose. He's there ready. You're super stuck, super isolated. Even if your shot was slightly tighter, whatever he's going to play next, whether it's a boast or a drive, you're stuck, you're out of position. So for me there, that's just a bit of a shot selection thing. So we'll kind of go forward and look at a few little things there, but look like you dominated him pretty well after this. And you'll see the level of, I suppose, passivity. Like even there, it's nice and it's nice, but how far does nice actually get you? If you were there and a bit more hungry and got onto that and showed a bit more, purpose with the body language, I think you'd skip around, dominate that T position and, block off anything for your opponent to try and pass you. You'll see some examples of your passivity. And even there, you're chilled. I like that you're chilled, but no real split step. And then everything, possibly a little bit too late, but look, swing mechanics, really good. Like, you're getting there, you're getting it round. Your opponent's actually got a really nice swing as well. If we just look at a classic backhand swing, I talk a lot about that diamond shape, really good. Racket face looking to the floor, and that'll go in and around into that 1, 2, 3 position where that's 1, 2 would be around his hips, and then 3 on the shot. There's number 2, wrist and knuckles facing the ceiling. Really nice. I know this is your video, but good to compliment him on this. Again, have a little look at this. Base is a bit wide. Again, really central, really on that center line. Why didn't you push across? Why didn't you be more proactive? I just think that body language there might not be great. Look at an Ali Farag, what he's doing around there. It's a lot more proactive. So there's, and again, you volley it, but it's all a little bit passive. That's a lovely shot, by the way. You can't gotta argue with the quality of that, the reach, the solidness, just pushing that ball in. So yeah, that would be my big coach one. And look, great stuff, man. Like make sure the camera's watching you. Happy days. Here we go. So even the serve, you can just see it's all nice. It's all gentle, but is there more dynamism going on? Nice split step. You kept your feet close together. Chipping the ball down the line, working for a good T position. I like that you look to volley, but again, just look how that's looking quite glued, quite down at the floor. Can you start to get yourself narrow, tall, rising up, ready to take his shot and like you'd be up and then split stepping now. That's when that foot would be rising and then down. Again, rising and down. How can you get that more and more and more? So again, it's all, like I said, gentle, but can it be more proactive? Let's just look at another 1 or 2 little points. But like I said, lots of good stuff, really solid, and you're dominating your opponent. You're patient, you play well, but I think you can actually take it to him a little bit more. And even there, it's nice. It's a little push lob, nothing wrong with that. But again, it just doesn't look hungry. You do actually volley really well considering that position there. You see, you're a little bit locked out there. You're looking, but maybe not looking with like much positivity. It almost looks like you're resigned to go to the back there, even though he's played a good shot. You know what the top players do well is they always go and have like a little sniff. They go and check it out. They go there. Okay, it's not on. We roll into the corner, do that movement out, and then they get that rugby ball shape out that corner. Whereas there, and again, it's loose, and you do really well. You got good hands, good accuracy. He's stuck in that position. So yeah, I'd love to see if you can just try that more proactivity, but without becoming tense, without forcing it, because you've got a really nice relaxed style, but I think you can actually take it. If you're playing someone that's more dynamic and faster, you might need to find another level to be able to get it there. So I hope that helps and good luck working on that. And anyone watching that's liking this, please do send in your free swing audit. Click in the link in the description below. Always happy to help as much as possible. And please do support the channel. It goes a long way. Thanks everyone. And I'll see you at the next video. Cheers.